For decades, Detroit resident Ophelia Owens has lived with a huge solid waste incinerator across the street.
It's so unbearable to even come out and breathe.
Owens and her 2 toddler boys suffer from acute asthma. The area around where they live has the highest rate of asthma in Detroit, a city where more African Americans die of the disease than anywhere else in America.
I worked in California.
Clark Atlanta University professor Robert Bullard says Owens is not alone. He charges that toxic waste sites are being deliberately placed within America's minority communities all across the country, something he says is more than just a dangerous health threat, it's outright racism.
Just because you're poor, just because you live physically on the wrong, quote, side of the tracks, doesn't mean that you should be dumped on.
But Bullard's views aren't always embraced. On this visit, the city of Detroit denies a nearby plant makes people sick, saying, quote, "We operate a clean, licensed waste energy facility that does not receive or process hazardous waste." However, a recent report co-authored by Bullard, Toxic Wastes and Race at 20, found of the 9 million people living within 2 miles of the nation's most hazardous waste facilities, more than half are people of color.
Race does matter.
Bullard and his supporters are delivering their message to Washington prior to this month's Senate hearing on health and the environment.
This is in-your-face, slam-dunk discrimination. We need to have a national policy to look at, what's happening in these communities and to begin to address them as a public health issue.
Bullard says he hopes change will come before it's too late for people like Ophelia Owens.
If they don't step up, I can't see it getting any better for us.
Kyung La, CNN.